Hey, Happy New Year to everybody out there, YouTube. Russ Navarro here, Radical Custom Garage. I've got some tools and I want to share with you Pro 15. I got some degreaser and stuff I want to kind of show you, and I want to show you the motor after I painted it. It's pretty awesome, the product, but we'll go into that here in a few minutes. There's a couple items I want to share with you, and I hope everybody had a great new year, and hopefully we'll get started with a good year and just go from there. First item is a shrinker wheel, and I'll show you on the car. I've been using my cordless motorhead grinder with it. This here is the shrinker, and what it does, it will shrink your metal. I've been trying it on some of the welds and things, and I'll take you over here and kind of show you what I've been doing. For I think it's 29, 30 bucks, I don't remember. It does quite the job. You know, just a little bit I've been using it on the car and things. It has shrunk the metal down, and yeah, I'll just take you over here real quick and show you, and we'll just go from there. Try to get the camera set up here and just show you. Okay, I don't know if you can see this spot very well. I don't know if the camera's focusing, but I've been working on this, and you can see the weld right in here. And then I have been working on this area. You could feel a little flat spot in here. I didn't want to get the metal too hot, and I'll just kind of show you what it does. And I've just been trying to lay it flat. And I don't know, I don't want to get it too hot. Usually I have a rag when I'm doing this, and I put it on there, cool it down, keep shrinking it. Turn you around here. But, you know, that's what this does. It kind of gets rid of, you know, your high spots in your metal and your low spots. You know, I've just been introduced to it here recently. I'd watched a couple other YouTube guys, and if you get a chance, go out and check out Carl at Making It Customs, and there's another gentleman that's been working with him. It's called Half-Ass Customs, and just kind of watch them guys. And there's quite a few others that I kind of like watching that, you know, kind of introduced me to this. They've got probably the bigger one. I know Carl Fisher, I believe it is, that's his name. He's got the huge one, and he's got a lot of stuff that, you know, you can probably learn a lot from his videos and things. Like I said, I'm just learning this stuff, so I don't want to say that I'm a guru at it or anything. But I just kind of wanted to share this little item. I didn't know they even had something that you could do that with your metal. A lot of them are taking a magic marker, marking it out, or I think they call it Dykem. You know, a lot of machinists use it, but the marker I think would work a lot better. You know, it's not near as toxic and things. And you can smooth your metal out, get it back, whip back into shape and that. And I just think it'd be a good tool for you guys to be able to use. I want to apologize for last week's or last video, I had a lot of snafus with it. Um, I had said that I was going to share the Amazon link for that. I guess I'm not a Amazon affiliate anymore. I don't know what happened. I got to check into it. I bought it through Amazon, and there was a lot of things that didn't work out. It was cold out here. And yeah, we just had a lot of different challenges and things. So, next item, and I want to share with you. If you do a lot of mechanicking and things, I bought this. See if I can get you in here without knocking the camera over. I bought this. It's OEM Tools. It is a harmonic balancer puller. You can also probably use it for a steering wheel puller. It was $30 through Amazon. Once again, it's got a little book that kind of tells you, what all you can, what it comes with and things like that. I used it on the engine to pull my harmonic balancer off. Within 5 minutes, I had it off, painted, and of course, then I had to use a harmonic balancer. I've got a tool that puts it back on in that. The threads on the harmonic balancer on the crank, I wish I'd have checked it before I had sent it to get the motor redone. The threads was screwed up, so I just went with a standard 3/4. I'm not sure on the 305s what size they are, but the threads were messed up on the crankshaft, so I had a hard time getting the harmonic balancer back on. So I went ahead and just run a tap through it, made new threads, put a 3/4 inch bolt on it, and hopefully it'll work. I still have to torque it down yet, but anyway, back to this. I like it because it comes with all the right bolts and things to pull the harmonic balancer off. Like I said, you got a list of things. It tells you the size and everything over here. You've got your smaller fine thread, and I really couldn't tell you. I haven't looked at it a whole lot. Just, the little bit I used it. It done what I wanted to do, and I figured for $30, it was in this nice case. I had one. I don't know if I let somebody borrow it or whatever, but I don't have it anymore. But OEM Tools, once again, got it off of Amazon. It was $30. I think it'd be worth you guys' while to grab you one and put it in your arsenal. Nothing else, for the DIY guys. I don't know if it'd be good for somebody using it day in, day out. Don't ask me what the warranty is on it. I have no idea. No more than I'm going to use it. It'll do me probably for years. Okay, I used this Pro 15, and let me grab the paint. The paint is pricey. For this, 1 pint was almost, I think, close to $40. I did not know if it was going to do the engine. I used a reducer. It's up to you whether you want to use paint reducer on it. It was a medium. Today and yesterday it was around 55 to 60 some degrees. I'm going to tell you, it tells you right on it, the recommended temperature is like 70 degrees. Um, and I'm going to show you the motor. It turned out really good. By me thinning it, I think I got in a hurry the second coat. The first coat went on fairly light and stuff. And like I said, it's for a rat rod. I kind of want to give it the rat rod look. I really didn't want to tape everything off, you know, get paint all over my shop, all over the car. And that's the only reason I bought this, was I felt it wasn't going to create near the mess that, you know, a spray gun or whatever would. I'd have to drag everything out. And as cold as it is, or cool, you know, we don't know the weather-wise. So I just decided to go this route. I'm kind of glad I did. It turned out really well. I got a couple runs in it because of me thinning it with the medium reducer. You know, that's up to you. If you wanted to use a fast reducer, it might have been better. But it dried quite well. You know, within an hour to 2 hours, it was dry. I recommend you not use it out of the can, and they tell you that, not to use it out of the can. Pour it into one of your paint cups and do it that way, because this stuff out of the can will start setting up on you. It will dry. But like I said, I used the Chevy Orange. They've got a ton of different colors. Just get on their website. Pro 15's the stuff. I recommend, if you're gonna do, if you do use that, and you guys seen my motor, it took me almost 2 to 3 weeks just off and on sanding it down, you know, grinding, you know, just doing a lot of different things. And I'm going to show you a tool I recommend that y'all get. Harbor Freight has them. I don't remember the price, but it was a lifesaver. It got in some of the crevices, the cracks and things, and I wished I'd used it a little sooner, but that's beside the point. Back to this. The Pro 15 cleaner degreaser, I recommend you get this stuff. They recommend, when you use that paint, that you use the degreaser and the metal prep. I was hesitant. Like I said, this stuff is pricey. I think it was another $17 or $18 for this. But still, for what I'd have had to pay to get the hardener, you know, I had the medium reducer and things like that, so it didn't cost me a whole lot. The motor, I am surprised, has a gloss to it. And that's what I liked about this. I didn't have to mix up hardener. I didn't have to mix up clear. I didn't have to go through all the rigmarole. And those of you that's painted a motor or have messed with any of that stuff, you know, out of a can's okay. You know, I've used the high temp out of a can. It'll last a couple years. We'll see how long this lasts, if I did it right. But like I said, this cleaner degreaser, I think it's a quart, and so is this. Is the metal prep. I noticed with the metal prep, after I degreased it and everything, because I had let the motor set, and you know, I was just working off and on with it, the motor had started rusting, and that's kind of why I wanted to do today or yesterday and today, because I was off for one, and I knew the weather was going to be nice, and you know, we got it done. I started last night on it, and then I put the second coat on it earlier, and then I went back over it like a third time, different spots. I'll take you over there and show you. First, I want to show you that tool if I can find it, and we'll just go from there. I'm not sure what they call this. Sorry about the compressor. But this little needler, or whatever you want to call it, it's got little needles. I don't know. You can see that. I went over the whole motor with this. It fit in the crooks and crannies. I turned it sideways. I turned it every which way. It's air actuated. I don't have the box or anything. I bought this a year or so ago. We needed some stuff. We were working on something at work, and me and another guy bought two of them, so our job would go a lot easier. And I just kind of totally forgot that I had it, and I remembered last night that I had it because I wanted to, kind of get. And like I said, I bought Dremel. The kits for the Dremel, and you guys know how much them are. I've got two Dremels in that I'd had different wheels on to where I could get in the crooks and crannies, and it still wasn't doing the job that I wanted it to. It was taking a long time to do it. This actually saved me a lot of butt ache because, like I said, it got into crooks and crannies. It got around the exhaust manifold. It got around the spark plugs, down in the groove of the spark plugs and things. That was one of the main things I was having trouble. Even my Dremel, it was just taking me too long. It was chipping the paint, and it was coming out in chunks. Around the... what else was it? There was the fuel pump and the freeze plugs. The freeze plugs, I was having a hard time. I was worried that this was gonna, pop through it or whatever, but it done a good job. And so if you have any metal work or anything, Harbor Freight has these, I think, for under $20. And they may be a little more now. But, if you don't have one of these, go get you one, because, man, for metal work and stuff like that, this was a lifesaver. And, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys because, it done an awesome job, and it cut down on my time. And my time it means so much to me anymore because I don't get enough time off and stuff. But we'll take you over the motor. I'll show you the Pro 15. They're not sponsoring me or anything like that. It's just, I think it's a darn good product if you're doing anything like that. And, I'm probably going to check into it and see if they have the paint for frames and things, and I don't know why you couldn't use it on a frame. I've got enough stuff left over that I'm going to use the metal prep and degreaser on my frame once I get it done and flip it over, and I believe I'm going to try to paint it with that. That's just, I'm very impressed with it. All right. I'm going to take you over there, kind of show you what I've done, and I believe that's all I have for you guys. Okay, guys, there's the motor, and I think it has a pretty good gloss. Now, understand the black was just a regular out of a rattle can, but it got around, everywhere I want. If you noticed, and I'm sure a lot of you do notice, but there's a run down here. I don't know if it'll focus, but I got a run there. There's a couple runs on the oil pan. I don't know if you could see them, but overall, that is no clear at all. And I want you to understand this. I'm probably going to get me a new one because the fuel pump was just rough. I mean, I don't know from setting or what, but it's really, really rough. I don't know if you can get around the shrinker stretcher here. I still got stuff inside the... But as you can see, it done an awesome job around the spark plugs. Oh, if I tighten them back up, I guess. It just, I am totally impressed. I'm gonna go back and clean all this stuff off. But as you can see, it turned out really good. I'm impressed with the way it turned out. And no more than time I spent on it, I think it was because I'd been sanding. I used steel wool. I used everything I can imagine, or you can imagine. And I think it turned out quite well. Okay, guys. Well, I hope everybody had a good New Year. You know, I just kind of wanted to share some of them tools and stuff, start the new year out right, get a video out here. Like I said, the Pro 15, I'm very impressed with that product. You know, I was very hesitant because I have, in the past, I have, you know, everything I've either painted or whatever, I did myself. I painted the motor itself years ago, and I think it was acrylic enamel, or it may have been, I can't even think of the name of the other one, but it was very time consuming. It was took a lot of, you had to degrease it, you had to, prep the metal. I had sanded the metal, and with this, you got three things here: a cleaner, a degreaser, and a paint. Once I did that, I think if you had just a motor that wasn't already painted up and stuff, and you just washed it really good with like Easy Off or something like that, and you use this stuff, I think the motor would turn out even 10 times better. Or even if you sand it on the motor, use like 300 grit, or they recommend that you use the Scotch-Brite pads to clean up the stuff. But that's all good. I'm dealing with a rat rod here, so I really didn't care. I had thought about putting some patina on it or whatever to make it look like rust and stuff. Haven't decided. I really like the way it turned out. The rest of the motor, eventually I'd like to get a tunnel ram for it. Just there's different things. I haven't decided on valve covers or anything like that, but I think I'm going to end this video here. Once again, hope everybody has a great year. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, and have a blessed week, and God bless.